Greeting, fellow patriots and fellow Americans. It's just in case, and I want to show you one of the best ways to be prepared for an emergency for you or a loved one. It's our notification service, and I'm just going to take a few minutes to unpack the power of this service and how it can go to work for you and be ready and on call at all times. So I'm briefly going to show you the power of the notification service. Basically, if you ever get found incapacitated and get taken to the hospital in the emergency room, this is how people are going to be able to know where you are and what happened to you, and the first responders and the doctors will be able to get the information they need as soon as possible. How they know about this? The main way that they're going to know is on the back of your legal identification. The phone number and your proprietary number are there, and all the information and everything, your services begin as soon as the notification service knows what's happened to you. Let me show you. You can see that it can be in a browser on your smartphone or on your computer to get yourself set up. So the first thing you're going to do when the service is activated is you're going to go to your account information, and you're going to set up all your contact information. So that's first. The next thing you're going to do is populate all your medical information. So first responders or doctors will know everything they need to know about your medical conditions, allergies, everything you're taking, your insurance information, everything that you need the hospital to know will be delivered to them in seconds or minutes via fax or email. Now let me share with you why this service is second to none and gets you ready for the unexpected. When you go into your notification information, you're going to be able to designate up to 9 contacts, and each contact is going to be notified of what's happened to you via phone, text, and email. It's your choice if you want them to be contacted all 3 ways. But think about all the possibilities that you can set up. Of course, if you're married, you're going to want to set up your wife, and she's going to be the first to know. And any special instructions you want your wife to have will be sent to her directly from this notification service. So the possibilities are endless depending on who you are. If you're single with pets, who's going to take care of the pets? Who's going to get your mail? You can imagine all the different ways that you can set up 9 different contacts to execute what you need in case that you are found incapacitated for a short amount of time or a long amount of time. Everything that you want everyone to know to take care of your affairs will happen in a matter of minutes. Which is phenomenal. You might want to choose your best friend or your next door neighbor, your accountant, your attorney. Your choices are out there, and we're going to unpack all the different possibilities you can set up your 9. Okay? Now, the other things we're going to anyway, these are all Patriot tips on how we're going to help you get the most out of your notification service. But first of all, it doesn't take much time at all to go in and set up your contact information and at least put in 1 emergency contact that'll be notified in case something happens. Over here, when you're in the service, there's all kinds of great emergency prep tips that you'll be able to look at. And just so you know, you are going to get your own proprietary notification card. This is going to go on the back of your legal identification. You can also put extra stickers to drive first responders to it. We'll show you some great places to stick your extra stickers. But the notification service is a highly affordable, very effective, really great peace of mind service that I know you're going to enjoy getting for you and your loved ones. Now everything I just showed you, obviously on a computer screen. All of that information, as you can see in the browser of your phone, will be coming up as far as your account info and your notification information. Everything that I'm doing from a browser can be done from a smartphone. It's entirely up to you how you want to set up your notification service. You can do it from either one. and it's really easy to set up once you think about who are the up to 9 people. If you're found incapacitated, who do you want them to know what and what to do while you're out of commission? So thank you very much for watching this video. We look forward to taking care of you for your notification service, and stay tuned for other Patriot tips. Greeting fellow Patriots and fellow Americans. It's Just In Case, and today I want to unpack for you our urgent medical info service and all the great features that come with it. So without further ado, let me show you this great service. So I'm going to show you how this service looks like from a browser on a smartphone versus a browser on a laptop or PC. So you can kind of see behind me here, this is what it'll look like over here on your left if you're accessing your benefit and services from your smartphone versus a browser. So this urgent medical information is the perfect Patriot Vault where you can share and store really important information that you want to easily access in case you need it. Let me give you an example. So I've got mine set up, and I'm going to zoom in here to Just In Case. I'm the primary on the account. And here is where I can populate all my prescriptions, my medical history, my physician, my insurance, my allergies, and other documents that I want to be able to access from anywhere at any time. So the difference is we have an emergency service that I've discussed about our notification service. This is when you need to get crucial information about you to or a loved one to someone and easily share it. You might, for example, you might have your son, Peter Case, and he's going to a sporting event, and you want to be able to share whatever you need to share with the person in charge of his guardianship. Okay? So look at this vault as perfect for the people in your life. I've even used it for my pet, and sometimes it's even good for possessions like a classic car or your home. It just depends on how you use these different profiles, primarily for people. And let me just show you again. So Peter Case, my son, this is where I would store everything about my son. And I don't know about you guys that have kids and how mom seems to know all this stuff like the back of her hand. Well, now the information that sometimes a spouse knows by heart, you will know by the touch of your finger. Okay, so everything I'm showing you here will also come out and be just as accessible at your smartphone. I'll click on Peter here, and you can kind of go and see that you'll be able to access the same information either from the browser of your smartphone or the browser of your PC. So this is how you get prepared for everything that you need to be able to access or share. So this is where you'll, for your kids or loved ones or your mother or, whoever you want to store in here, everything you want to know about their medical history, the physician, their insurance, their allergies, and other pertinent documents. There's a lot of times where it can come in handy where you want to be able to store a copy of a driver's license or passport or birth certificate, or there's all kinds of documents that you can store into your vault. So in case you forget something and you need to touch it immediately, you'll be able to. So think about this as your primary place to store everything that you need in a moment's notice. But let me show you something. I'll just give you an example. Let's say you have, let's say your daughter's a minor and she's 3 years old, and you guys are going out of town on vacation, and your parents or grandparents are going to come in and look after your little 3-year-old or your minor child. So here's the really cool thing you can do. So you have all the information stored about your child. You can go over here to shared, and you can share your child's profile with the person's going to be taking care of your child. So let's just say Grandma grandma@me.me, right? That's grandma's email. And here's the really, really cool part. You can choose exactly what you'd want to share. Do you want to share about the prescriptions, the medical history, the physician, the insurance, allergies, every aspect of your child or pet that you want to be able to share with someone? You can easily add their email, click send, and then they're going to be able to get a notification and get access to exactly what you want to share with someone else that's going to be responsible for looking after a person, like your child, your pet. If you've got fur babies, do the same thing. Or let's just say that you want someone to house sit. Well, you can actually put in everything you'd want someone to know about how to house sit. And I know that's crazy and out there, and we'll get that to another day. But really, this Cyber Vault is a perfect place to store everything you need for people's pets and possessions. And it is a part of our Patriot package. And I know you're going to love to be able to get your Patriot Vault organized and ready to use. So thanks for watching, and I appreciate your time. And we're here to help you, providing great peace of mind that's going to save you money and time. We are Patriots on Call. Thanks again for watching. Greeting fellow Americans and fellow Patriots. It's Just In Case, and today we're going to unpack one of our awesome services under the umbrella of telemedicine. And let me just share with you exactly why our service is awesome and will take care of a tremendous amount of your needs when it comes to getting very, very affordable medical access. So I've got two screens up I'm going to show you. Our telemedicine service that you can get through us. You can either access it again through a browser on your laptop or PC. You're going to want to have a camera regardless, because there's a pretty good chance that if you're going to have a consultation for you or a minor in your family, depending on what you want to talk about, you're going to want to have a camera so you can show the doctor what's going on. So let me unpack this service, and it's good for you and up to 7 more loved ones under one roof. So if you got a full house, we've got you covered. And the great thing about our service is there is no deductible and no copay. So our low monthly price includes pretty much unlimited access to doctors when you need them, and behavioral health specialists as well. So over here, you're going to see on your left is when you download the app, this is where you can start and get and ask for access for you or a minor right through your app. Or if you want to ask for behavioral health consultation, you do it right here as well. But to better kind of display how all this works, here's the dashboard when you log in. Again, you can schedule a consultation or start a conversation with a behavioral health specialist. And as I've said, this is good to add a family member, add up to 7 dependents, which is all covered under our low monthly price. So what I've used this for, and I've had this service, I'm so grateful for the service I've had for over the last 10 years with this company that's provided me and my family phenomenal service. You have any questions about pink eye, sinusitis? For the ladies, a real popular one is those UTIs. And I've used this when my daughter had swimmer's ear. I was out having some pizza, and while we were having pizza, I pulled out my app, said what was going on, and literally within 10 minutes, my wife is on the phone with the doctor, and then another 10 minutes, the prescription we needed was called right into Walgreens across the street from where we were eating, and we got everything we need done in less than a half hour. Money and time, the amount you're going to save by having this available, and kind of always let it be your first place to go when you need some professional medical advice, we got you covered. So really, there's not a lot really to this. When to use, fever, cough, sore throat, as I said, UTI, anything you want to talk to a doctor about, because 90% of the time they can diagnose what's wrong and prescribe the antibiotic or medication that you need. So you can go, and it takes a business day to get you set up and in their system. And then what you're really going to want to go to is under your My Account. This is where you're going to add all your personal information, and then you're going to start adding your dependents. Now, if your dependents are under 18, you're going to manage them here. If your dependents, like I've got a college student, you're going to add them, and they're going to get their own username and password because of HIPAA. If you're over 18, you need your own portal, but you can still set them up here, talk about your relationship, the email, their phone number, their address, and then they'll get their information to set up. Also, you're going to want to set up your primary pharmacy. But everything, the more information you put in here and populate about your health records, your medication, your allergies, you should already kind of have a pretty good idea of what all these are. If you are using our Patriots package, you've already gotten a pretty good idea about your medications and prescriptions. Well, now we want the doctor to have complete access to this, so your consultations will go fantastic. So this is one of my favorite services, and this peace of mind knowing if I'm traveling anywhere in the continental United States, I'm covered on vacation. You road warriors, you businessmen, you truckers, you can talk to a doctor day or night 24/7 no matter where you are in the US, and it does not cost anything more than our low monthly fee. So if you have any questions, let us know, but we're super excited to have this service available to you combined with our other services. This is why we always say, for great peace of mind that will save you money and time, this is one that will save you more money and time than probably any other service that you'll ever have in your life. I'd like to say I guarantee it, but I'm pretty close to saying that because I believe it. So thank you for learning about our telemedicine. Any questions, please let us know. We'll get back to you as soon as possible. And thanks for watching, and have a great day.